Good morning, everybody. This is Mina from New York City with this daily morning hangout. Ready or not, let's do this. Thank you for stopping by. On yesterday's show, we spoke about time management tips that really work. And just let's do a little bit of a recap. I spoke about 5 steps that you can take, 5 tips that you can do to improve your time management. And the first one of that was to start out by carrying a notebook with you and writing down every thought, every action and every conversations you had each day for a week. And then to take all your notes and review them and see where your time is being spent. And once you determine what is working for you and what is not, and what you can improve on, you can schedule and block out time for high priority thoughts, actions, and conversations. And when you block out time, you need to be disciplined enough to keep those appointments. And that is the one step that you can do to step forward to improve your time management skills. And those are the first 2 steps to time management tips that really work. The third thing that we spoke about yesterday was to schedule time for interruptions, because believe it or not, interruptions are a daily fact of life. There is no such thing as keeping to the perfect schedule, especially if you are a family, you have kids, you have parents that are elderly that depend on you, you have friends that always also come to you for help. You need to schedule time for interruptions so that when they come by while you are working, you don't get overly stressed or anxious. Another time-saving tip that really works is to sit down for 30 minutes and plan out your day. Whether you like to do it the night before or the day of, it's important that you sit down, think about your day, and write down what you are going to do, what you plan to get accomplished. Having a plan in place, knowing what you're going to do, helps in saving time, helps in time management, so that when you finish one task, you know what you need to do next. And the last but not least, time management tip that really works is to block out distractions. I was looking at my notes. To block out distractions. So when you sit down to do something, it's important that you block out distractions. Turn off your cell phone, your social media, anything that is going to distract you, the TV, the radio, turn it off. I also made a special note that if you work on social media like Facebook or LinkedIn or Twitter for your business, then focus on your business and your profit-producing activities first. Make sure you get those things done and in place so that your momentum can build. And then you can go back and check your news feed, or check your news feed on your Twitter, on your Facebook, your Instagram, and take care of networking and posting thoughtful and relevant content so that your time is best utilized. My goal each and every day is to be able to do more in less time. So that's what we spoke about yesterday. 5 management tips that really work. And I was inspired by an article that I read on entrepreneur.com. And I will reference everything in that previous video so that you can go and study more. And I also left a link on a really cool infographic that you can go to and print out and keep by your work area so that you are further inspired to keep on improving on your time management skills. Now, something about yesterday's post has me thinking, and it's about high priority thoughts, actions, and conversations. But everything does begin with a thought. And I have this really amazing book in my library. I'm going to show you. I have like Post-its on it, and it's by John Maxwell, and it's called Today Matters. And here's a thought that he put a quote in here. John Maxwell collects great quotes. He has he keeps them on file so that he has things to refer to when he's writing and when he's speaking. And here's one quote that I found to be extremely amazing. I'm going to read it to you right now. Thought is the original source of all wealth, all success, all material gain, all great discoveries and inventions, and all achievement. And this is by Claude and Bristol. Let me read it to you one more time. Thought, your thoughts. Thought is the original source of all wealth, all success, all material gain, all great discoveries and inventions, and all achievements. So your thoughts lead to who you are. And so that's why, and he has it entitled in this part of the book, it says, Why Thinking Matters Today, which means that our thoughts are really important. So you think positive, good thoughts, I believe you create that good energy and it brings it to you. If you decide that while you're not seeing progress right now, you're going to think good thoughts and keep plugging ahead, you're going to see good results. Excuse me while I scratch my nose. And he says here, good thinking precedes good results. So it's best to think well and good and productive thoughts. There's another thing that he puts here. Here's another quote I'm going to read to you. Every time a person puts an idea across, he finds 10 people who thought about it before he did, but they only thought about it. So there are a lot of people who think a lot of great ideas, but they don't take action on it. Have you ever thought about, no, let me put it this way. Somebody puts out an invention, some great gadget, and you find it on an infomercial. And somebody else will say, hey, I thought about that first. Or 10 people will say, I thought about that first. He stole my idea. Well, not exactly. While those people thought about it first, the next person who thought about it actually put it to action and put the work in to bring it to fruition. So thoughts are great. Good thoughts are amazing. But the more you put that thought into action, the more momentum you will have to build whatever you want to build for your success. Okay? Now, John Maxwell talks about trying to improve your thinking each and every day. And he has some good points here where it says, focus on the positive. Like I always said, focus on the positive, more on the positive and less on the negative. Or when negative thoughts sprout in your mind, a good thing to do is to, what my mentor, Diane Hochman, says, my coach and mentor, Diane Hochman says, is that when the bad thought comes into your head, you can say, cancel that, reverse, erase that, and go back to think a better thought. So it's good, you're not going to be able to avoid thinking bad thoughts, but you can become conscious of those bad thoughts that once they come up in your head, you train yourself to cancel that bad thought, reverse it and erase it, and replace that bad thought with a good positive thought. He also says, John Maxwell also says, to gather good input. And like I said, he loves to collect great thoughts. And he says he's a collector. He's always been a collector of ideas. He does a lot of reading. Reading is good. Get good, positive, motivational books on personal development. And that contribute gathering good input and good quotes. And he says that the more good ideas he's exposed to, the more his thinking improves. So as you gather positive motivational quotes, go to google.com and you put in inspirational quotes in the search bar, put in inspirational quotes on taking action or inspirational quotes on good thinking. And look at the images. The images, the backdrop lends to bringing more emphasis to the positive quote. And that's how you can collect good thoughts, good ideas. You can actually download those quotes and keep a file of them so that you can refer to them when you are feeling a little off, a little anxious. You can go and look at those positive quotes and they will definitely lift you up. And then he also said to spend time with good thinkers. So, good leaders that are already knocking it out of the park, they're having their success, and they are great thinkers. Spend time with them. Find people on YouTube, great thinkers, and watch those videos. And being exposed to all that positive energy, all that great thinking is going to improve your thinking as well. If you have leaders who have podcasts like Ray Higdon and Diane Hochman. Diane Hochman has mentorship letters. And she also has a monthly get-together called The Deep Abyss. And she just pours into you. And it's the result of her work that she's been doing for 15 years and going strong. And she pours into you. And it's amazing stuff that improves your thinking. So that is a little bit of mindset that I'm sharing with you today from John Maxwell. Today Matters. And I'll leave that information in the info box below. Now let's talk a little bit about business sense. Things, if you are a small business owner or you work online, there is a lot of strategies that you can use to help you build your business online. When I got into network marketing and marketing online, I came out of a corporate world. I had spent 10 years in corporate America, and I thought I was going to retire there. And then came one day where my work was not seen up to par, and I got performance reviews, and I had glowing performance reviews up to that point. And and then eventually I got terminated from my job. Now, while being terminated is not a happy thing to happen to you, I realized soon after it was a blessing in disguise. I realized that I had gotten into a rut and I could not grow. It seemed like that all that I was able to produce in that job had come to an end. So naturally, it was time for me to move on. So I am very thankful for those persons who decided, well, I think it's time for Mina to move on. And they put everything in place to get me out of that. I think they also thought that I had it in me to do what I'm doing today. And I'm grateful for that. I'm grateful for that. So if you've been fired from a job, don't take it personally. Think positive thoughts. Like I was just saying, think positive thoughts. Think that there's something better for you out there. And think about what you've always wanted to do and act on it. This is the time now. We are in such a technology-infused world that you can do anything you want to do when you put your mind to it. So I'm very thankful for that event in my life. Although it was hard at the start, it's been a tremendous blessing in disguise. And that's why I'm here sharing with you my daily hangout. So today, like I said, when I started doing network marketing and becoming an entrepreneur and starting to work online, I didn't know what to do. It was a brand new experience for me. But thankfully I plugged into a great platform and I met great leaders, and I've learned how to work my business online. But for a lot of people who start out, excuse me while I look at my notes, a lot of people who start out, they don't know where to begin, and they get frustrated and they think that these things don't work, and they think that this is, they say this is a scam and this doesn't work, and it's not that. All these amazing network marketing companies and direct sales companies, they do work. Is that it's a different mindset. It's a different way to work. It's not the same thing as if you were in corporate America. There's a different way of thinking, and you have to develop yourself in order to do that. And you have to have that drive and the desire for that success. And that all comes with positive thinking and motivation and working with leaders who have already done it, and having coaches work with you and develop you personally and business-wise, so that you can become the success story that you already are. It's already in you. So what I'm going to talk about with you today in the time that's remaining is little known ways to get out of your rut. I have my notes here to my side, so I'll be referring back and forth as I speak to you. Okay, so if you're struggling with consistency, and who does not struggle with consistency? It's like you start doing something and you don't see any results, and then you think that this is not going to work, and you stop. But what you don't realize is that you are closer to your success than you think. People think that this is you. Let me put an example right here. I'm going to use some of my markers here. That this is you right here, okay? And that your success is like so far away back there. But what you don't realize is that your success is just very close, and you just have to take the required steps every single day to hit your success. And that requires consistency. There is fortune in the mundane. That's what Rob Four says. I don't know if I'm quoting him exactly, but I am paraphrasing what he says. The mundane, consistent things that you do every single day is what's going to build your momentum and lead to your success. But you got to do it every single day. Like this hangout I'm doing, I made the decision that I'm going to create a hangout at a ridiculously early time because I can, and it's a challenge to myself and a challenge to you if you are watching this recording to do something out of the ordinary, out of your comfort zone. I made the decision that I'm going to get up earlier in the morning and do this this hangout. And it is a challenge for me because it's hard for me to get up in the morning, but I am pushing myself out of my little comfortable little box to stretch out and grow. That's also steps leading to your success. So if you have struggled with consistency, I'm going to show you some little known ways to get out of your rut. And this was also inspired by an article I read on entrepreneur.com. So I suggest you to go to entrepreneur.com and go through that site. It's an amazing site. There's a lot of amazing articles to help you develop your entrepreneurship, okay? So the first thing that you need to do to get out of your rut is to just start. That's it. Just start. Just start doing something, something that will get you moving forward. If you are building your business online and you have a great company and you don't know what to do, just start doing something. What is the easiest thing you can do? You can make a video. You can go and talk to somebody about your great product. Like a friend reached out to me last night about this company that she just joined, and it's all about beauty and makeup. And I was really intrigued because I'm taking steps right now on a project that I had put on a back burner, reaching out to some people in the fashion industry, in the style industry, and I'm actually loving it. And she came to me last night, all excited about the company that she joined, and it's intrigued me because I see it as a natural extension to what I'm doing right now. And the thing is that she just started. She started using the products, she saw results, and she got excited about it. And then she created a group and she added me to it. And she didn't think about perfection. She didn't think about what if people don't like what I'm doing and they leave the group, which some people did. She just went out there and did it. And I admire her gumption and her drive for doing that. And you can do it too. Like going back to what I'm doing right now. I said, I want to do a webinar and I want to do it every single day. And maybe I should plan it out this way and that way. No, I just didn't say that. I just said, okay, I'm going to do this no matter what. And that's why I titled this hangout, Ready or Not, Let's Do This. So if you're ready or if you're not ready, just do it. Just start doing something to move your business forward. And here's one thing to keep in mind. Don't compare yourself to other people. Don't compare to yourself to, oh, look at that person. Look how far they've come and look how all the leaders are taking notice of them. And then you start to get down yourself. No, stop the compare-itis. Do what you do now and get better each and every day, okay? Okay. So Theodore Roosevelt has a famous quote, and I'm going to say it right now, all right? In any moment of decision, the best thing to do is the right thing. The next best thing to do is the wrong thing. And the worst thing you can do is nothing. Let me read it to you again. In any moment of decision, the best thing you can do is the right thing. The next best thing to do is the wrong thing. And the worst thing to do is nothing. So you must take action and start doing something right now. So if you want to film a video, film it. If you want to write a blog post, write it. And if you want to do a webinar or a hangout, just do it. Forget about it being perfect. Forget about it being pretty. Just go ahead and do it and tweak and refine in the process. Watch yourself. The great thing about these Google Hangouts is that you can watch the recording and watch yourself, even though it's hard. You know, it's hard for me to watch myself, but watching myself sees my good points and points that I can improve on. So just do it and keep on doing it. That is also the key. Keep on doing it. Even though it's hard, just get up and do it and keep on doing it. And before you know it, you've developed this great thing. My friend Bert Bledsoe, and go check out his YouTube channel. He started out with a wake up and get started call on the phone, where you would get on the phone and do a daily motivational thing every single day. And that's when he was relatively unknown. And I had the privilege to get on that phone call and do a wake-up call with him. And that eventually developed into a hangout, like what I'm doing right now. And he did it even when nobody showed up. He just kept on doing it. And he kept growing and kept growing. And now he has a very successful YouTube channel. And he's a very successful entrepreneur. You should go and check him out. Now, it didn't happen all yesterday. It was a steady, consistent process every single day, developing his brand, developing his business. And now he's highly successful. And that's what I aim to do with this, growing my business online, growing my brand online, and reaching out and helping you do the same. Okay? And the key is that you can do it too. Let me go to my notes. The second thing you can do to get out of your rut is to ask for help from your colleagues, from leaders that you follow. If people see that you are working and moving up, doing the thing that you should be doing, people are going to reach out and help you. Leaders are going to take notice, and they're going to reach out, stretch out your hand, and pull you up to the top. But you have to be willing to do the work. You have to be willing to put in that time and get your hands dirty to keep on working. And so when you reach out for help from colleagues, that's not a sign of weakness. In fact, that is a sign of strength, where you are willing to work in a team. There's strength in teamwork. You're not an island. You have to work with others to build your business, because it's impossible to reach that success on your own. You will always have team players that will help you get there. And the amazing thing about this industry of network marketing and being an entrepreneur is that it is a team sport. There is room for everyone on the top. You know, there's no competition, what you see in corporate America, where people are trying to claw their way to the top, and there are people that they step on. No, that is not what you find here. Here you find a great community where entrepreneurs work to build each other up and help each other to get to the top. So you can ask your colleagues and your leaders for help. They are more than willing to lend you a hand to help you grow your business. This is one of the true marks of leadership, is being able to ask for help. Some things that you can do is to join a mastermind group. That's going to help loads with your business, because you can knock off ideas. You're in a safe environment where you can put out your ideas and ask questions, and people are going to tell you, okay, this is going to work for you and this is not going to work for you, because this is the reason why. I'm part of a mastermind group of 4 women, myself included. We met at an event, we instantly clicked, and we said, okay, we're going to form this mastermind group. And it is in this same mastermind group where one of my friends reached out to me and said, hey, I'm doing this right now. I'm really excited about it. And it just got me intrigued. And it's a great place to be in a mastermind, because that's where you form ideas and you can build on them. Okay. That is the second thing you can do to get out of your rut. I'm looking at my time. The third thing to do is to eliminate something. And we talked a little bit about this in yesterday's hangout. So is your agenda on overload? Do you have so much to do that you don't know where to start? It's good to eliminate something. If, for instance, you have been, say in your household, you have been, if you have children and you've been doing the laundry and making their beds and you don't have time to think. If your children are older, you can delegate making the beds to them or doing the laundry so that you can get that load off of you. Or one of my friends, her son cooks for her once a week. So that's a big help. Ask for help so that you can get what you need to get done. Or if you say, for example, you attend webinars and you love webinars and you attend every webinar that comes out of the woodwork. And this is not to say that all webinars are bad. It's that you have to be able to make the decision which webinars are best for you and which webinars you can skip. Now, if you belong to this amazing platform that I belong to, where all webinars are already automatically saved in your back office, then you can say, okay, I'm a video marketer. I'm going to focus on webinars that deal with video marketing. And all the other webinars that talk about, say, little tips to grow your business online using so-and-so platform, I know that's going to be saved in my back office. So I'm not going to worry about that. I'm not going to stress about that. So select the webinars that you should attend and leave the rest for later. Okay, so focus on what you need to do right now to build your business. Okay, right? Or if you spend too much time on Facebook, and don't worry, it's not your fault. We've all fallen into the Facebook vortex. Limit yourself. Say if you go directly to your newsfeed when you sign on to Facebook, when you need to be building your business, discipline yourself to cutting out Facebook, or when you sign on, just go straight to your fan page or your business page and work there. And then leave the going through your newsfeed for later. Just eliminate something. Let's see. If you become weak in the knees when you see games like Candy Crush or Farmville or whatever is out there, cut that out. You will be better for that. Or if you, let's see, think of other things that can eat into your time, or things that are on your agenda that it can eat into your time. Like, say, I don't know, this just came to my head. If you have a book club that you meet with daily, but it's just something that that it's not a profit-producing activity. If you can use that time for something else, then cut off the book club. You know, you can always come back to it later when you have improved on your schedule. Okay? So always look at your to-do list and your agenda and figure out the most important things you need to do first so that you can grow yourself and grow your business. So let me look at the time. Okay, 30 minutes has come and gone. If you liked what you found here, please comment and share. And you can find me also on minagpolikibai.com, where I will list the transcript of this hangout and the resources that you can refer to, that you can look at, that I use to build my business online, and also the article where I got inspiration to create this hangout. So hope you're having a great day, having an awesome day, and I will see you tomorrow on Ready or Not, Let's Do This. Have a great day. Cheers. Bye.